it's time to go home. We've been here in Bulgaria for the whole summer, been here since like June all the way through to now practically October. And yeah, it's time to pack up and start heading back to the UK. This is our clothes for the trip, so instead of taking all your clothes into the hotel, you essentially take what you need for that day and maybe a spare backup of some things like socks and what have you. And yeah, so S Curtea is my bag, so mine's are S and Rachel's is R. So all the places we're staying: Curtea de Arges, Budapest and Frankfurt. So the idea is, last year we got completely confused because we had days written on the bag where it was like, it'll say Thursday, but I think they were the day was again, I still can't explain it from what we were doing, but basically I think it was, the clothes were for Thursday, but on the bag it'd be written Wednesday because that's the day you were going into the hotel. So in order to simplify it this time, we've put the name of the place where we're staying. So I know I've got to put that bag in my bag because I haven't packed my full bag yet. It's about 6:30 and we were meant to be leaving about 7:30, but I think we're probably not going to get away to about 8:30, but it doesn't really matter because we've only got like a 4-hour or so drive this morning. Then we're going to be stopping in Curtea and kind of getting ready to, we'll go and have a look at Curtea, and then I think, the whole idea is to go and on the Transfagarasan again and see the Transfagarasan, but before we head fully on to Budapest and stop there. And then after Budapest, we're going to spend one day in Budapest, so we're going to have a day off in Budapest, which you don't normally do. But these trips are pretty hard going, so I think it's a good idea to stop somewhere and properly enjoy the day. And then we'll head on again to Frankfurt, stop in Frankfurt overnight, and then we'll head on to the UK from Frankfurt, going straight to Doncaster. We will miss these little kittens that are running around. Our neighbours will take good care of them though, but yeah, so basically we kind of didn't know we would have kittens, but we ended up with kittens, and now they are getting pretty big. But yeah, our neighbour Annie will look after them, and hopefully, if all going well, they'll be here when we get back, and we'll see them again. And but yeah, we can't really transport them back to the UK because it is possible, but there's a lot involved, and also, to be honest, we'd have a bigger problem in the UK because we really wouldn't be able to find somebody to look after them there. So here's really good. They've got like a quiet village location. There isn't much traffic. There isn't much going on. So essentially, they've got the best countryside area to live in. So yeah, so basically they'll have a life of Riley over here while we're dealing with traffic jams and day-to-day life in the UK. And yeah, so there's one of them, and then there's another one, so here somewhere. So we thought they were both boys at first, but one's turned out to be a girl. Our neighbours are going to get them castrated when the time comes. So basically we have to wait until 6 months here for some reason in this area. So this is Columbus, Kitstopher Columbus we call him, and this is a little boy, and the cat I showed you previously, the little kitten I showed you previously, was Pixie, and we're calling her Pixie Cot, a bit like Pixie Lot, but because Kotka is Bulgarian for cat, so we're calling her Pixie Cot. And she's a really cute little thing. He comes. She didn't like kind of come up and like Kitstopher Columbus has always been quite a sort of like outgoing, friendly cat that would kind of jump on you and always sort of sit on you. Pixie took a little while, but she does do that now. Yeah, it'll be sad to see them stay here when we head off, but But yeah, we've got to get back. We've got things to do back in the UK. So we're still getting ready to go. Rachel is feeding Emily. Chloe, are you?
I'll get breakfast ready.
Yeah, she's getting breakfast ready. Yeah, breakfast ready. Cat's going crazy, jumping up. Oh, they've got like a bowl of water up there. Yeah, which is good because we didn't have any water for like a whole day before this, did we? Well, we've had it for like the last couple of days, haven't we? We had one day where it went down like in the evening and it didn't come back the whole day the next day. So we were a bit worried that we wouldn't have any water all the way up until leaving. The sort of thing that can happen in a Bulgarian village because, you know, it's it's basically a lot of old pipes and leaks and things like that out and about, and so the water company struggles to keep on top of it all, I think. They did explain to me once it's some sort of weird reverse reservoir. Don't really understand what all that is, but yeah, basically we're just getting everything packed up, you know, get everything ready to go, have a coffee. I've got to jump in the shower yet. I'm probably not gonna. I mean, basically, I don't want to get too sweaty packing the car up. So I'm thinking that what I'm going to do is quickly do all that before I get in the shower, and then I'm completely refreshed after doing it because I've got quite a lot to bring down. We had like a baby pen and everything, didn't we? That we've had. We've ordered loads of stuff and had it sent over from the UK, and now we're basically transporting loads of it back, which is a bit of a pain in the neck. But I'm hoping the car won't be too loaded down. We're just going to get ourselves ready and get ready to crack on and basically get to Curtea and get to our first stop. We're on our way. We're heading to Ruse, where the border with Romania is. Because we're going towards Curtea de Arges today, and then tomorrow we'll be heading on to Budapest, hopefully through the Transfagarasan. It's been quite warm recently and I don't think there's any snow. I don't think there's any issues with access to the road. We've got to stop in Ruse to get some fuel. Basically we're going to stop at our favourite petrol station where we know it's the cheapest fuel basically in this area, and it should be 2 lever 80. It should be 2 lever 80. There's some sort of dog in front of me and a load of cows. But yeah, basically it should be 2 lever 80 for the fuel in Ruse, and it has gone up quite a bit since we first got here. So when we first got to Bulgaria, I think the fuel was around 2 lev 34 a litre, and so it's really gone quite a lot back up since we came over. And so we're heading back, and I looked at our video from last year, and I think the fuel prices aren't mega different between last year, when everyone was kind of talking about saying how bad the fuel prices were. We're thinking that they're on a par now. But looking at the route, it looks like we just need to kind of fill up close to each border, because I think Bulgaria is cheaper than Romania. Romania is cheaper than Hungary. So if we fill up full in Bulgaria, so on the border in Ruse, and then if we fill up, hopefully that fuel will get us all the way. It'll be very interesting to compare with last year, because last year we were in a petrol car, 4.8 litre X5 E70. This year we're in a L322 2009 3.6 TDV8 Range Rover. So we need to compare and see, because this is diesel, the other one was petrol. So let's see whether, if the fuel prices are very similar, I wonder if the total trip ends up costing less in the diesel. I would believe it should, because it's only a 3.6 litre. But yeah, we're really interested to see if we save some money on last year's trip, considering that fuel prices are very similar again this year, which we weren't hoping to be the case. But if it is, we might as well try and compare what the price differences are really between the two trips. So yeah, so we're heading up to Ruse, gonna get some fuel. It should be the cheapest fuel, like before Romania. and then in Romania, I think tomorrow when we're heading to Budapest, we will probably fill up again on the Romanian border, or near the fuel station, sort of as close as we can really to the border. Get filled up there, and then probably the same again when we leave Budapest. So we'll probably fill up full again in near the border with Austria, because we're expecting Austria to be more expensive than Hungary, and we're expecting Germany to be more expensive than Austria. So again, I think we'll be filling up at the Austrian border in the cheapest fuel. We'll try and come off the motorway and find cheaper fuel stations. But yeah, I mean, we didn't really do that on the way over, did we, Range? We kind of ended up filling up in the fuel stations on the motorway. I think because in Luxembourg we didn't really know where the fuel stations would be. That was one of the problems. And when we got to France, we filled up near our hotel, so because we wanted to fill up before Switzerland. So I think, yeah, I think this will be a totally different trip, but we need to sort of have a look at what it's going to end up costing and see how it compares with last year, really. At the fuel station in Ruse. There's a big truck next to us, which is quite quite loud. It's making a bit of a noise. Right, it's quite a nice little one. It's like a Bulgarian brand, I think, Insoil, like one of the main ones. They fill the car for you. Car's doing okay. Camera on the top. Hopefully that'll still be there when I get back. It's pretty safe around here though. But yeah, so it's 280 a litre. I think they're refilling the petrol actually. That's what that thing's doing. But yeah, 280 a litre. So yeah, it's gone up quite a bit, like 234 it was last time I was here. Just checking I got my wallet. Make sure that I'm going to pay for the fuel. But yeah, it's a nice little shop. Yeah, and I think I'm going to get some drinks for the drive as well. So yeah, try and get some drinks. It's a nice little shop actually. It's quite a nice place basically. And it's the cheapest fuel in Ruse, so you should definitely check it out if you're coming through here, because I'm pretty sure it's the cheapest place. Right, I'm going to go and get the fuel.
us through the Romanian border. Seemed pretty straightforward. There was a little bit of a delay. They go through everyone's documents really forensically, but to be honest, I don't know, I think we were through there in like 20 minutes or something, so it's not too bad. We now basically got to find the right turn off for to get on the like kind of back roads. We don't want to go up to Bucharest. I always get that wrong. Don't want to go up towards Bucharest and go around the ring road because there's lots of roadworks there and it's always lots of jams. So we're now sort of thinking we want to try and get off on the back roads and head up towards Pitești that way. It kind of saves a bit of time, cuts off the corner, and yeah, should be pretty good. So we're going to find that turn off and head on. This is our hotel room in Curtea de Arges. It looks pretty cool actually. It's like a big apartment, so you get, we've even got a balcony, which I'll take you out in a minute. So it's kind of a sofa bed in this area. I'm guessing if you don't have as many people, you can probably just have it as a sofa. Got a TV. I checked the Fire TV stick all works on it, and it does. You get free Wi-Fi internet. There is a cupboard with what was probably part of the sofa, and some extra stuff. Yeah, you've got hangers and things in there. I don't see any of the other things that might be listed up there, but it doesn't matter, we don't need any of it. Oh, in fact, they probably are on the bed actually. Yeah, extra room, so there's like it's basically a 2-bedroom apartment. Another TV in here, TV out there, so you've got TVs, 2 TVs. Got a sort of cupboard space there, but there's kind of no use for that for us. Some sort of bedside tables. You're right in the heart of Curtea de Arges here. Oh, and air conditioning, and I'm pretty sure it's working. It is kicking out cold air. It's been pretty warm actually, about 28 today, the car was saying as we got here. It's warm outside. There was parking, wasn't there, Rach? I'll just go into the bathroom, show you the bathroom. I haven't even seen the bathroom yet. Oh, that looks quite nice actually. Sort of very oldie worldy style taps with a nice like wash basin. You've got some, you know, toiletries provided. Nice sort of looking toilet. Lots of toilet roll actually. That's quite good because we stayed in some other Romanian hotels and they tend to give you like 1 toilet roll. Most places are good, but we've definitely had it where you've only had like 1 or maybe 2 max. But nice sort of shower cubicle. So there's no bath, it's just a shower cubicle. One of those rain shower types, and you've got like a normal shower head as well. So it looks pretty good. Hopefully that won't leak. Sometimes these leak, but it feels quite good. Yep, sort of magnetic. Nice radiator in here, some area for towels. This is quite upmarket. We only paid £61.50, I think it came out at. £61.50 for this like big area. And this is kind of like a holiday town type place, isn't it? Yeah. It's really jumping downstairs. It was like a bar and restaurant, and everybody's sort of having a good time. Right, anyway, there's a balcony. Oh, you get radiator, so if it's cold in the winter. Some nice sort of plants there, dividers. This is like the whole balcony. Yeah, it's a big balcony, Emily. Yeah, and the air conditioner's definitely working, so you can hear it going. Get some tables and chairs. Oh, you get a table and some chairs. It's quite pretty good. You get a view out over the sort of main street that we parked on. Nice view of the church across the road, which looks pretty good. Yeah, so nice balcony, and it goes all the way around. So I mean, really good view over a bar here. I did see some reviews about like there being a bar and it being quite rowdy, so I don't know if they mean that bar. Get a cat on a roof. What more could you want, really? That's the reception down there as you come into the hotel. That takes you out to the main street down there. But it's quite like a sort of, it looks like it's a really holiday town. We booked it because it's really close to the beginning of the Transfagarasan. Got people down there having something to eat and drink, cocktails, that sort of thing. Looks really good, looks really sort of, it's a nice little looking area as well. Like you can see sort of hills in the distance there and mountains. And yeah, and working air conditioning, which sometimes places just don't have, especially as it gets into the autumn. We've had that problem before. But yeah, big long balcony all the way from here, basically all the way around the corner and basically all the way back to the room. So you're getting a whole front, almost like half of the front of the building is yours if you stay in this apartment. And it was only £61.50 for the night, so that's pretty good really compared with some of the Ibis and other places we've stayed at. Yeah, so this is Curtea. Hopefully this will be nice. We're going to get something to eat, and then we're probably going to go out and have a look around, see if we can see a little bit of the town. We got here about 2:30, so it's now about 3ish. Yep, balcony there. And it doesn't turn off the air conditioning if you open the door, which is good. Probably not for them, but good for us. The door's a bit stiff, but it's actually all right. Quite a solid modern door actually as well, like a nice sort of UPVC door, but like a poshy one. You've got like nice laminate flooring, telephone if you need it. There's Wi-Fi, and they give you like passwords for 3 or 4 different Wi-Fi networks, so you can connect to various ones. It doesn't seem massively fast, but it seems to work, so pretty happy with it. But yeah, and actually, you know, basically it's 2 rooms. I kind of forgot when I booked it that it was a big apartment room. I don't know if they had other options, but this is what would fit us. So I think when we stayed down in Pitești, it was a little bit cheaper than here, but of course you're in the middle of a like sort of holiday town, and you're closer to the beginning of the Transfagarasan, so obviously, you know, and it was a lot more industrial where we stayed last time, wasn't it? So we're quite looking forward to like somewhere nice and holiday-esque, you know, because our holiday is sort of ending really, because our summer's ending. We're going back to the UK, but yeah, very nice bathroom, well tiled as well. This is probably the nicest place we've stayed in for a while, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, this is like, you know, normally we're in the budget places, aren't we? So this really feels like a step up for us, really. We tend to not worry about the place we stay because we think, well, it's more about getting to where we're going or whatever, you know, place we're going to visit. So we tend to like not worry about the hotel. But here, pretty good. We've set up the sterilizer. Emily's running around like a loon. Chloe's trying to get into the bag. Yeah, pretty good. And I think our idea of doing the individual bags has made the bags a lot lighter this time as well. So we've come in with like only the bags with our clothes in. Wasn't too bad. There was no lift. So if you got a pram and stuff, I had to kind of bring some stuff up and then go down and get pram. But if you're traveling about and you haven't got kids or you haven't got like anything to carry, then you're probably not really going to be bothered by any of that. It's not high. The stairs are relatively, you know, it's only 1 flight of stairs, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Nothing major. We've decided to get food at the hotel restaurant. So there's like a whole sort of hotel restaurant area, which is quite like next to the main road underneath the hotel. Like we're just parked over there. There's the Rangey. We're just deciding what to get, aren't we, Rach? But I'm thinking of just getting a chicken burger, to be honest, with fries. But I would get something Romanian, but there's nothing that tastes my fancy in there at the moment. What are you gonna get?
I'm thinking of going for the Arges style stew.
So yeah, so there's like a traditional preparations, and that's like there, I think, Arges style stew, 36 lei. So I think that is like 36 lei is around £6.20, €7 something. So it's not too bad, is it? Yeah. So they've got like it's quite a nice sort of like kind of music going on, and yeah, it's a nice sort of kind of outdoor restaurant-y atmosphere. Very nice sort of looking place. I'll just see if I can get out to the road. So I can just show you the front. But yeah, this is our table, and this is like the whole restaurant area and the hotel area. So you've got like a kind of nice, yeah. So we're staying up there, I think, on the first floor. And yeah, you've got a whole restaurant area and a nice place to sit outside. It's pretty relaxed and everybody's sort of chilled, I think. And yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's a nice little hotel. And the room was really big, so we weren't expecting it to be quite as big as it was, really. We've basically got 2 rooms. And yeah, so it's like quite a nice area. We did debate sitting on the sort of cushions and on the sofa type area, which is really good, doesn't it? But yeah, it's still quite a lot of sunshine about as well, so it's quite warm, and yeah, it must be a good sort of like mid-20s up to sort of like nearly 30, I would have thought. I don't know, would you say like 26, 27? Something like that. At what time is it now? It's getting on for nearly 4, well, it's 3:30, just gone 3:30, so yeah, pretty good. Emily, you enjoying it? The water wasn't from the restaurant actually, that's what we got from Lidl yesterday, I think. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna go for the chicken burger with fried potatoes, which you can get an Angus burger as well. I'm not sure if I'm up for the Angus burger, the beef burger, but I'm gonna go for the chicken burger, I think, and probably one of the local beers. Looks like they do all sorts of beers, but I'm probably gonna go for the Ursus, I think. Maybe the draft. I'm not sure yet. See what's the best. Yeah, I might try the draft because it's usually a bit better, I think, draft. Anyway, yeah, so we're just going to wait for the guy to come take our order, and hopefully it'll all turn up, and then we'll probably go and take a look out at the town nearby, basically. We have ventured out of the hotel, and we found this like ruined church or castle or something. I think guessing it's like a kind of church or monastery. Yeah, we reckon there's probably a lot more to do in Curtea de Arges, but because we don't really know the place very well, we don't really know where anything is, so we walked out of the hotel, and there's kind of a church down the road from us, and this church or castle. So this is what we found at the moment. Yeah, I mean, I bet it's a very popular place. There's a lot of people like staying, you know, like there's hotels all over the place. There's bars and restaurants. So there must be some stuff here that we don't know about. But we're quite limited because we got here around about sort of 2:30, and by the time you got everything ready, had something to eat, you kind of not got much daylight left and time left in the day to be able to see everything. So this is the ruined church, I'm guessing. Is it a church? Yeah, Rachel thinks it's a church. It's quite a hilly place, I'll tell you that. I don't know whether it's just popular because it's like at the foot of the kind of mountains and the path and the road leading up to like the Transfagarasan. So I don't know if it's just a good place to stop maybe before you go on that journey, and maybe that's why there's a lot of tourists here. I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, there's some really nice houses about. If you look at like this house over there, and we saw a nice house down the road as well. The one on the corner looks to be kind of abandoned. That looked like it was kind of overgrowing a bit. The roof is kind of falling in, and there's definitely nice houses here, like modern and old houses, and so it's a nice place, isn't it? So it is a nice place. And when we drove through, because we found it by driving through here to get to the Transfagarasan, and then when we saw it, we thought, oh, it's quite a busy little place, lots of tourists, so we'll probably stop here next time, and that's exactly what we've done. But I'm guessing there's more to it than these ruins and all these nice buildings and hotels and, you know, houses. There must be, but they are very pretty. I mean, you know, and it's very hilly as well, so it's very difficult to get up and around everywhere. But you can see there's kind of like massive hills in the distance there. That's the opposite direction of the Transfagarasan. So The other way, you over this way, will be like, you know, mountainous. But yeah, it's quite a nice sort of, this is like a park area, and I think I saw, yeah, it's like lots of little park areas here, so you can look down, you know, it's quite hilly, definitely. Yeah, I mean, we don't really know where else to look in Curtea, really. We haven't, like, you know, we kind of didn't know what the main sites were, I suppose. Maybe we should have probably looked that up. We kind of imagined that staying in the centre, we'd just be able to kind of walk outside and we'd find quite a lot of stuff. And I think even the shops were kind of closed, weren't they, by the time we'd got out of the restaurant. It's only about 4 o'clock, isn't it? Oh, 5 o'clock. But, you know, things are mostly closing up, I would say. Well, I think we're going to take a walk down into the main part of the town. Yeah, got a squirrel. Yeah, I saw it jump. There's a squirrel up there. I think it's a red squirrel or black squirrel. Yeah, it's a red squirrel, I think. It's up there somewhere. Not sure you'd have seen that on the camera. Right, let's go down to the main town area, and we're going to go and try and find a Lidl. Because we need to get some stuff for tomorrow, and maybe some snacks for later on in the room, and what have you, maybe some beers. Who knows? But yeah, we're going to go and try and find that. It's about 6 minutes walk from here, I think, and see if we see anything cool on the way. So we're in the sort of like area just outside our hotel, and we found a statue, which is Basarab the First, I think. I was going to flip the camera because then I can see. Yeah, stand back. Yeah, Basarab the First. So there is some stuff. There's this statue, and across the road there is a nice looking church. Might have to get that from a different angle because of the sun. It's very pretty, actually. Oh, actually that's where the Lidl is. We were trying to find where the Lidl was. And it's down that road there, so actually that's been really handy coming here and having a look. No, it is a nice little picturesque little town, actually. It's got like nice little park area over here, which you can go and sit in. Some nice architecture. Probably the camera won't like that angle. But yeah, it's not a bad little place. It's quite busy, there's quite a lot of cars. We're staying on this street ahead, so there's a street up there. We're staying on that street in the THR Hotel. Is it THR Hotel, Rich? Yeah, the THR Center Hotel, I think. And it's really good. Right, so I think we're going to take a look at that church. Okay, so this looks like the gates to the church. So I think you just walk through here, as you do with a normal gate, of course. And then you got this pretty amazing church, actually. It's very pretty. It's very nice. I mean, this is definitely a step up from Pitești. Because when we stayed there at the Sally Hotel, it was quite an industrial location. It's really good for, obviously, you know, travelling, and if you just want to stop off somewhere for the night. Obviously, nothing wrong with the hotel. But this is a little bit more sort of, it's a little bit more picturesque. I mean, I can't see a lot around, but I'm pretty sure there probably is more to the place than what we know. So you've got like, yeah, you've got this church. You've got this thing actually that they do. I saw this in Bucharest actually, and people light candles and they put it. Yeah, so there's the church and it's open, so you can go into the church. By the looks of it, I don't know if it's. Guessing you don't pay to go in there. It's quite dark in there. We might have a look, see if we can. But yeah, you get these sort of candles, sort of in Bucharest, and what they do is people get a candle, they light it, and then they put it in there. And it's quite a popular thing to do. So yeah, it's a nice little area actually. There's like a kind of bell, like this is like a bell, like a really nice church actually. It's a nice bell, and you can see Again, let me flip. Yeah, you can see that it's got like a bell in there, and I'm guessing they come out and ring that bell maybe. Yeah, it's a nice little area, it's a nice little garden that accompanies the church. Something that we see a lot actually, there's these sort of like weird, I don't know what they are, but I think they're for collecting hay or something. But there's like, yeah, these wooden structures at the back there, and we've seen them like going up the Transfagarasan route, and they basically, yeah, they're all over the place here. You've got the gates we just walked through, and nice little benches and stuff to sit on. There's some ruins over there, I think. I guess like whatever was originally there. I mean, it's pretty nice. It's a nice little place. I suspect it's quite sunny over here. God, it has been hot today. I mean, really hot today. We've had about 28 degrees, I think, and I wouldn't say it's that far short of it now. Quite a warm day here, and I was sort of expecting it to be quite a lot cooler being near the mountains, but I'm guessing we're not at that sort of altitude yet. But yeah, nice little sort of gatehouse area there, really nice. It's a really pretty place actually, and yeah, I think it's worth stopping off here if you're going to the Transfagarasan Highway. And you want to stop somewhere to see, you know, somewhere nice, like just to hang around. You know, you're probably going to only have an evening or so to hang around if you're planning to just drive on through. And I think, you know, this is as good a place as any to stop really. And it's very picturesque, and hotel is very very good. And the food is really high quality. In fact, that's our hotel there. I think in the distance it says THR Hotel, so you can sort of see our hotel right in the distance. I don't know if you can pick up the lettering, but yeah, so that's our hotel over there. So you're really close to everything. You can just walk out and take a look, and yeah, it's pretty good really. Pretty happy with it. I'm glad we decided to stop here. There's not too much. I mean, I don't know if there probably is a lot more to the place, but to me it's really really yeah, it's really nice. So wonder if I'm allowed to go inside. I don't know. Just have a look and see. And it says monument historic, so obviously it's a historic monument. Yeah, so you can go in there. I didn't want to talk while I was in there, really. I don't want to disturb people. Yeah, it's very pretty in there, and reminds me a lot of the place we went to in Bucharest, in the city. It's very similar, and I expect Rachel will want to go and take a look at some point. It's very nice inside, very peaceful as well. Everybody's sort of quiet and reflecting, I guess. Yeah, very nice, and it does look nice. Yeah, it's a nice peaceful little area, and yeah, we're gonna have to try and walk down to Lidl in a bit, which might not be as peaceful. See when we get there. But yeah, really nice. What do you think, Rach? What do you think? It's nice, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know what the ruins are. I guess it's like old buildings that, yeah, like that must have been the basement, or I don't know, or maybe it was like lower down. Yeah, I'm sure there's information about it. Bound to be information about it here. Yeah, I saw that on the main. Gonna go and have a look and see what I can see. I don't think the portable toilet is historic, but pretty good that they supply one. You've got like, yeah, so you can actually go down into it. I'm going to keep the camera forward because, I think the kids run off, that's probably what it is. I thought she was telling me off, but she's not. I think she's actually telling the kid off for running off. Yeah, historic monument. Niago Basarab. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's in English, is it? Ah, yeah, it is. It is in English. So it says the princely resident in. Yeah, so it's ruins of Neo Basarab's princely houses. So it must have been a prince. I'm guessing it's the guy who's in the statue across the street. Princely residence included a ground floor built over large cellars, deep porch around the house, 2 rooms and outbuildings. So this was his house, basically. I guess he was like a prince of the area, so that's interesting. It's pretty good, pretty interesting. So we've learnt something. Yeah, it's alright, isn't it? Yeah, it is a nice little place. It's a nice little place, and I don't know if it's just the history of the place that made people come here, or whether it's before Transfagarasan. I think that's the exciting thing, though, about travelling, really, in places that are not where you're from. Because we don't really know anything about these places. We don't know anything about who you know, what kings existed, what princes. Yeah, it's these structures, these wooden structures. Yeah, so we just, you know, we're kind of, you know, total observers to everything, and yeah, it's fascinating to find out about things because we don't know anything about anything here. And likewise, I'm sure if someone from Romania came over to the UK and went to, you know, some of the places there, they wouldn't know anything about what it was all about, or maybe might know some bits, I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty nice little area, pretty nice little yeah, it's just very nice and picturesque, I think. And I think we're glad we booked it because, you know, we tend to stay in Pitești and we always stayed in like an industrial area, but there wasn't really anything else. There wasn't any sort of natural beauty, there wasn't any nice buildings, there wasn't any, you know, it was kind of just like, you know, a stop off for the night. There was a garage there, and yeah, not that that wasn't useful, but definitely this is pretty nice. So, and it's like kind of making me feel peaceful for the journey ahead. Great, do you feel peaceful for the journey ahead? I feel peaceful. I mean, wait, I don't know if it'll be busy in Lidl. That might change my spirits, but I went in the church. Oh, she just closed the church up, so unfortunately Rachel won't go and get to see the church, but she'll have to watch the video. But I went inside and had a look. It was quite nice. It reminds me of the one in Bucharest. Very, very similar. Yeah, when you go in, it's very similar. So
Similar style.
very similar. Yeah. If you put me in that one there in Bucharest and then blindfolded me and took me here, I wouldn't know the difference. But there probably is. Okay, that's that. I think we're going to go and try and find Lidl. found the Lidl, which is across the road over there, but we also found that we think like a river or something, or stream is going through here. And we didn't notice at first. But across the road there was this, and we were like, what's this? And I saw loads of water down there, and I thought to myself, ah, that's interesting, is it a well or something? And then I looked across and saw this area, and it looks like it goes right under this house, which is weird, isn't it? So someone's built a house over it. Yeah, looks a bit like it's not like massively running. It's sort of like not going massively far. Anyway, we're going to head over to the Lidl, which apparently is open till 10 tonight, so should have enough time to get across the road. It's not too busy anyway, is it? Right, let's head over there. So if you ever wanted to see what a Romanian Lidl looks like, this is it. It's got a lot of fruit, a lot of vegetables back there, different kinds of meats and stuff, and burgers. And we're wondering how different it is from Bulgarian ones, really, because obviously we're used to the UK and the Bulgarian ones, but we're not used to, oh, they got M&Ms here. I don't think they have this in the Bulgarian ones. Pretty sure they only have their own brand. But yeah, it's pretty good. Still got middle aisle, lots of sun lotion, and people leave these things lying around blocking the aisle. That's the same. But yeah, looks alright. So it's very similar. There's not much difference. Not much of a difference to the ones in the UK and Bulgaria, really. Yeah, so we're going to have a look around and see if we can find some stuff for tonight, and then head back to the hotel, I guess. So we're done in the Lidl, and we've got some stuff for the evening. A few beers and some snacks, and got some juices and stuff, and some stuff to take in the car, like some cereal bars and fruit bars and all sorts. And we thought, Emily's had a long day and she's really keen to go into a park, and we found this park next door. It's pretty cool. It's got loads of kids in it, and yeah, some nice like things here really for the kids to do. And I think there's like a massive car park next door. I don't know if it's like a free car park, because it's like someone with a massive what do you call it, like a big caravan over there. So I don't know if this is like a, you know, good place to park if you're struggling for parking. I don't know if it's free or not. Didn't see anything about paying, but it might just be a massive big free car park that's available to people. And it's only really a short walk from where our hotel was, so I wouldn't recommend it if you got to carry loads of suitcases or anything, but if you got desperate for somewhere to park and you can find where the Lidl is, it's kind of next door to the Lidl. So yeah, that's what I would do. Got some cool stuff here. Got swings, got you know, stuff that you swing on, don't know what they're called, spring things. Some gym stuff as well. That's what I always see in these parks. Like, they got some really cool stuff. Like, they've got, you know, places for undercover. You got like benches. Next to it's like a big football ground. You've got these like table tennis tables, like for free. So essentially you can play table tennis at the park. It's pretty good. You've got like those kids are going on the cross, is it cross trainer, those things? I don't know, but these are like gym equipment, I think. So it's like gym equipment, and yeah, it's pretty good really. Like basically you've got loads of free sort of equipment for people to go on. It's pretty good really when you compare it with some places in the UK, so I don't think they would put that in the park. And it's alright, it looks like a big pirate ship, doesn't it? What's it like? Is it alright? She's gone up there? It's quite a big slide. Do you reckon she'll be alright?
I don't know.
Yeah, she'll be alright. She's gone right up to that, I think. She's right up there, I think. Yeah, there she is. She's right up in the middle. Yeah, so there's like there's a big slide, and I don't think she'll go down it because it's quite a big one. She tends to get up to the top of things and then go, I'm not doing that. But that is a big slide for a kid, I would say. Don't know though, she might do it and not realise it. I might have a go on it, looks pretty good. But yeah, I'm thinking about having a go on that. 5-a-side football pitch next door as well. Seems like a whole sports club next door where people are running around, and there was some sort of cool building over there as well behind here. And then that was like a place with, I don't know if they were playing like badminton or, I don't know, there's some sort of building over here with like a weird roof. And it's got like, I don't know what that is. But I've seen it before where they've got these sort of strange fabric roofs. And I reckon there's something going on in there, who knows what. But yeah, it's a big pirate ship. It's pretty good, I mean, think about it, it's all for free, it's pretty good. You know, don't think I've seen anything as good as this in a UK park, to be honest with you. You know, Rage, we don't have like cool parks like this in the UK for free. Not like this. Not like... It would be a couple of swings and like maybe a small slide. Everything would be minimal, wouldn't it?
She might go on that slide over there.
Yeah, she's come back down.
I don't think she realises it's a small slide.
Emily, go on the smaller slide. Yeah, I'll try and get her to go on the smaller slide. Where's the smaller slide?
Round to the left.
Emily, there's a smaller slide over there. Oh, she's gone now. Emily, look. Emily. Emily, there's a smaller slide. Look. Emily, why don't you go on this slide? She go on this slide. You go round and go on this slide. Yeah, it looks a lot smaller for her. I don't think... Nah, she's...
Emily?
Emily, you can't go backwards. Right, you go and get her. Take her round. She's gone into the back of the ship, I think. Yeah, I don't think you can go in that way. Oh, it's cooled down a little bit now. I mean, it was really, really stonking hot. I mean, I'd say it's about mid-20s now. So would you say it's like mid-20s, 22, something like that? Yeah, much, much cooler. Chloe, you getting excited about slides and things and one day going on those? Yeah, you're excited, didn't you? She got a little bug on her arm. Yeah, got it. It's alright, isn't it? It's alright. Yeah, so to be honest, we're quite impressed with the place, really. Apparently it used to be the capital as well. We were talking to a guy outside the church, or the monastery, and I think he said that it was once the capital. I don't know if it was the capital of Romania or just the capital of this region, or whatever country it was previously here. Or if this, it may have been Romania, I don't know. He didn't fully say, but he had a lot of information about the paintings and stuff inside the monastery. He said they've been there for like since the 1300s or something, wasn't it? Or maybe even before. And they found somebody buried there, and it had all the jewels and the gold and everything still on them, buried in underneath. So it's pretty impressive. You know, when you think of all the changes that happened, and you know, wars and things, and yeah, it's all still there, hidden away. Yeah, I don't think so. She's gone running out over there. Yeah, she went out. She's gone running somewhere else now. Can't keep up with them. But yeah, it's quite nice. And I think, you know, you're getting a free car park. So yeah, right next to the Lidl in Curtea de Arges. Arges, I think it is. Yeah, nice little area. It certainly feels a bit more like, you know, if you're just stopping off somewhere for a night and you don't want a lot to do, but you just want some things to go and have a look at, nice little places like parks to visit, then this is the place really, because in Pitești we didn't really find much to do, but we were out right on the suburbs of the city, whereas here we are in the, you know, we are in the centre of the city or the town, and it's quite touristy and there's a lot of people coming here on holiday and stuff, so I think it's really good, and I think it's like a nice place to stop off if you're travelling, you know, back through Europe to wherever you're going to. If you're coming through Romania, and I definitely would say it's well worth coming through Romania. The roads are lovely. You know, they're not all motorways, there's still older roads. still see a lot of villages and scenery as you pass by. You kind of get to like past Romania into Hungary, and then it becomes mostly motorway. Not that there's not nice scenery, because of course there is, but it's basically motorway for us all the way back to the UK and all the way really back to Doncaster. So I would say that Romania's just a really beautiful country with lots to see, lots of culture, and I think it's just really nice to come through. And it's one of our favourite places. Basically, we really love coming through here, and I don't know, every time it seems to get better. We seem to find something better every time. So, and I would say that this is exactly that. We found something again, you know, for Emily to do, and Chloe presumably at some point. And yeah, it is a nice, it's a nice place to come, and there's you know, there's more going on, and it is nice and relaxing. So, you know, we can just sort of sit down here. Emily can have a bit of a play, and we can walk up back to the hotel, and then, you know, wind down, watch a bit of TV, have a beer, and then get ready for the travelling tomorrow, where we're going to go through the Transfagarasan. And we're looking forward to that. So it's really nice, and we found it not too busy to drive through. The normal route that we go through, there's often sort of jams because it gets quite narrow. A lot of trucks go the way we normally go through LiQWYD. It's like Ramanicu LiQWYD, and it's before you get to Curtea, so we never saw Curtea before. We would always turn off towards LiQWYD, but Ramanicu LiQWYD, and we would drive through there, and it's very picturesque in its own right. There's lots of like mountains, and there is there's like dams and reservoirs, and it's very beautiful. But a lot of traffic goes that way. It can get a bit clogged up. There can be roadworks, and then they kind of got like stop signs for 10-15 minutes while they let like a load of traffic through one direction. And we decided to go Transfagarasan route last year, and we found that I think this time of year, I think in the summer it would be busier, but like in the height of the summer. But we went through, you know, similar time, maybe a week earlier last year, and we found that it was really, really pretty, beautiful road. I mean, it's meant to be the best road in the world, according to Jeremy Clarkson. So, if you believe that, but it's really, yeah, really picturesque, and you know, you really, yeah, it didn't seem much of a, you know, difference from going the other route, except for there was less cars and more to see. So yeah, looking forward to that tomorrow.